Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.
Hello and welcome back to KNUSTON Farm, where today we are in field 2. We couldn't afford a bigger combine to get the harvest done quicker. John Deere didn't do a bigger header for the combine, so we went to a company called Draper, who happily provided us with a choice of colour on one of their headers, and our tractor has now gone crashing into things. Appears he wants to roll over, so we shall see where he's heading to now. Now head back to our combine, leave him going a little while. We shall set our combine to go in bottom gear and see where the fast track is heading. The harvest will go a little quicker now we've got this bigger Draper header on the combine, all colour matched up. They said they could colour match it. They did it in John Deere green and yellow, which is great. Here comes the tractor trying to find his way back to his starting point. Once we get to this end, we will spin around and get our tractor full. He will now fill his cart up, get himself topped off. And away he goes. So we are now going to turn around, go around in the right direction. Now we've got the combine sorted. Our tractor heading to his start point. Now hopefully it will work without any problems and allow us to get some harvesting done. It is 11:15 in the morning. We got the delivery of our header this morning, and it seems to work well on the combine. As you see, it says on there Draper Power Stream 900 by Rostelmash, and they were very happy to paint one up in John Deere colours for us. Probably obvious that they would, because the way the climate is. And now the tractor is slipping again. What's he crashed into this time? Course plate deciding that it's going to mess itself up again. Seems worse on this map than any other map I've played. This course plate doesn't seem to work well with KNUSTON. Whether it is something in course play or something in KNUSTON Farm, not really sure, but get it to his start point, and then he should now drive along the course properly. We shall now head back to the combine. and trust that course play will go to the tip point and then come back to us. We are already 65% full, so we are going to be stood a little while. Also, we have bought a 7610 John Deere to do the straw baling. We have decided to go with the contract at the power station, so every field is going to be baled and carted over to the bale to do the power station. They are happy to take our round bales. We told them we didn't really want to buy a new baler just now, we've only had it a year, the one we've got, so they said yeah, okay, we'll accept the round bales. So that's all good. Going forward, we shall put the auger out there and head to the John Deere, take it down to the yard and pick up the round baler and start baling until the tractor comes back. A couple of little jobs we can do. This little 7610 ideal for the baler and the bale wagon. We've now got 3 tractors on our farm. We've got the Fast Track Anniversary Edition 4220, we've got this John Deere 7610 and the big 9 series. Just got to now find where we parked our baler. Here it is in the shed. Whilst our tractor heads off to the sell point to empty itself out, we shall get some bales done. Glass baler going to be put to a lot of work now. We've got a lot of straw to bale to keep up with the contract. Here we go. Drop the head down. We've got poo. We'll get now down to here and start baling again. Yeah, we've got everything we need now to make ourselves some money. That's our JCB tipping at the yard, so it gains us another £13,969 for that load of barley. First bale for the power station is ready. If our tractor doesn't get back to us before we need to offload, we will pop back, do a bit of baling. Already almost another bale, there we have it, another bale pops itself out. So we are going to get a lot of, we haven't put the baler down. Spin ourselves around in a full circle. Take our way across here. Baler. Bales at 8 miles an hour, so not too long getting through a field. Just the downside with the square baler that you have to keep stopping to let the bales out. But can't justify the price of a new baler at the moment. now work slowly into the ground with the worms and the drilling. Also add a bit of nutrient into the soil. Whether this no-till farming works like they say it should, we will find out as we go forward. John Deere works nicely on the baler. Didn't want anything too new and expensive. There's the... Right, now we shall stop that there. And we shall now continue the harvest. Get some more of this barley cut. Hopefully the truss will work as it should. We are on the latest version, Dev 227 of Cosplay. Just downloaded the latest version today before we started the video. Will as always go around the outside 3 times, which will, with the bigger header, give us plenty of room for turning around. It does make it a lot easier as well. You haven't got to bother putting the header on the trailer. It's got its own header wheels which you have to unfold and put the drawbar on. So it saves one piece of machinery as well. It wasn't cheap, £61,000 for the header. That included them painting it in John Deere green and yellow. That's the colours I told them we wanted, and they painted it. Probably would have been better if it had been John Deere green on the guards, but they've painted it John Deere yellow. It still looks nice like that, so still does its job. That's the main thing for it. We are now getting put the auger out. Shall turn around here and go round. Hopefully the tractor will find his way around here. And here he comes, following the road round, or the field round should we say. So he is heading towards us pretty quickly. Well, at 61% stay there. How far off the end are we? Oh, we're okay yet, so we will carry on. And here he comes now, down to the side of the combine hopefully. That's lovely. He is now offloading. How far have we got to go? Yeah, we better stay there, let him offload. Don't want to mess him up with the trees if we can help it. So hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's slideshow of the 60th Carrington Rally, what I did. They were just a few in the video. There was just a few of the tractors that was at the rally. 363 of them present. A big collection of tractors. Well, there, I didn't even look round them all. To be honest, too many to look around in one day. Would have been handy to have gone for the 2 days and had a look round everything. But, our tractor nicely parked up there, so he's probably going to start working correctly now we've off the first round around the field. And we shall have one more breed around the outside. Bales will come thick and fast when we're using the class baler in this field, with the straw swath being a little bit deeper with the wider header. We do have to get ourselves a bigger baler at some point, but at the minute, with only 70,000 in the bank and almost £200,000 loan to pay back, we can't afford to buy a baler. It's not only the price of the baler, of course, that we have to think about. There is also the price of the trailer to cart them, because we've got a round bale auto stacker on the farm. We shall put our auger out and wait tractor to come. This is a situation here where he's probably going to get stuck in the trees. We may have to take him back to the start position and set him off to go to the sell point. Shall see how he works. It is midday. Corn now at its driest that it will be all day probably. And here comes the tractor now to empty out the combine. See how far down it goes before it sets off. And there he goes straight into a tree. So we shall now take over our driver, take him to the end where we want. We may have to crush a bit of crop here getting turned round, but just a little bit on the edge. We shall get down, set him into his start place. KNUSTON farm seems to be the worst farm I've ever played for course play. Just too many collisions on trees and edges in the area. He is now heading off, so we shall carry on with our combine, fill the tank up, and if he's not back we will continue with a bit of baling. Getting all the jobs done together. Hopefully he is turning around and going out. Excuse me. So once more around the outside of the field, then we shall start down the bottom where the tractor comes in and start on the up and down rows. And the tractor again is slipping. What's he bound to crash into this time? Still in the same field. What's... I don't know why he keeps trying to set himself off and so delete his course, turn him around. Field 2 to sell. We shall now get him to his start point, which is there, and then drive course. Now hopefully this time he will head down the right direction. Appears to be going right this time. We shall carry on now and get some of the way around this third headland. We've got a fairly wide headland now. We've got this bigger header as well, which is great. Should help the tractor as well whilst it's carting. Very pleased that Rustelmash with the Draper header managed to get the attachments right for John Deere. I think if we'd bought this, yeah, he's going out there nicely now, so we are almost 80%, we are now 81% full, so we're going to be baling again very soon. Put the auger out ready. Get a bit more of the straw baled. Right, we shall now switch the combine off there. Start up our John Deere again and get baling. As I was saying before when we was on here, we've got to get, if we get a new baler, we've got to get a new bale trailer as well. Because for much of the time we spend most of the time working here alone. Just get someone in to help with the carting at harvest. Other than that, we do all the work ourselves on the farm. If it wasn't for the problems with courseplay on this farm, we would continue it on beyond this harvest, but with the problems with courseplay, it may be a little too much to continue on with it. He has now sold grain for 13,213. So he will be on his way back to the combine. We will keep eye out on him in the left hand corner. You will know once he started emptying the combine. Just keep jobs going nicely, this does, with getting a bit of baling done at the same time as we're combining. And now we shall get around here and into the next trail. leave little bits of straw. In places it doesn't really matter too much. The majority of the straw off. The oilseed radish there, fully fertilising now, dropping stuff into its roots. We are now looking for the fast track getting back and starting to empty the combine so we can pop back to that. All these tractors, although we've got a lot to do with them, it's don't need any more than the 3. As I say, the only time we have anyone helping us is when we get someone to cart for us at harvest. Almost around the first of the headlands. Fast track taking his time getting back to the combine, so gives us time to get. We've got the bale fault busy talking and not watching. A bit too far there, and there he is now, emptying the combine off. We can now get started with the combine again. So a good bit of work getting done. We'll fill this trailer and then we shall continue to work the day out to completion as normal. By the time you join us again, hopefully we'll have a good bit of this field harvested, if not all of it. We won't get it all done today, I don't think, even working till 11 o'clock tonight, so we shall see going forward how far we do get. Good idea, those of you watching, have a guess to see how much of the field we've got done. This of course the last of the headlands. Masses of room for the tractor and trailer not to drive on into edges, and plenty of room for us to spin the combine round. And we'll keep going until the real clock's 10 past 11. 10 past 12, sorry. And then we shall, as I say, we will carry on, work the day out. Our tractor should soon be heading towards us again. Not deciding to come as yet. Here he comes. We shall now put the auger out. We'll square off this headland, not just run straight round this time. Having the draper header is great for the farm going forward. With the size of the fields, the header we had was too small. Did look into financing a new combine, but sort of size of combine we wanted, it was going to cost us 300 and something thousand, so a £61,000 header was the best option for us. Track. Here comes the plastic. Not long filling the tank now that we've got the bigger header. We shall stop there, make sure he's got enough room once we're empty to not hit the trees. We shall go down here and then get set in to the next breed, call him back to us, and hopefully he will head off to the start point. Tractor is 90% full. Normally they do drive off at that, so here he's parked up waiting for us. We will now get a little way down here and then request a driver. And now he should come to us and empty, and that will fill him up. He's got 10% of his trailer left to fill. It's not the biggest field we've got, but it is a big field, this one. And there he goes. So we will now head off, hopefully trouble free, to the trailer at the sell point. Should be able to just drive straight there and head off up to the sell point. So there he is, he's put his, and looks like he's going to be working fine this time. So we have filled the trailer up, so all that's left to say is we hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, give it a share, drop us a comment. If you're new to Summer Farm Estates and you would like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel. Give that bell a tap, it will tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.
Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.